Aloha, my beautiful souls. I'm Love Goddess, your spiritual advisor, healer, and shaman, and I'm here with the weekly energy reading for April 26th through May 2nd. That's right, we are walking into May this week. So this is going to be an interesting week. We leave in April, walking into May. I'm excited because May is bringing about changes. May is that 5th month of the year of 2020, so it's going to be major changes, transformations, all of that. But let's go ahead and jump right into these cards. But before I do that, let's go ahead and call on some help. I call on fire, earth, air, water, spirit, and ether. I call upon my spirit guides, my angels, my ancestors, my way-showers. I call upon the Most High within me, the Most High within you, Sahu. I also pay homage to Papa Legba, who grants me access into the spiritual realms. Please give us clarity and insight surrounding us this week. What can we expect? What are our challenges? What are the energies surrounding my beautiful souls this week, April the 26th through May the 2nd, 2020? All right, so we got grounding. So we definitely need to be getting more connected to earth, more grounded, just more stable. Just more stable. All right, looks like we're also going to be working with our heart chakra this week, which is not really interesting or surprising to me because we're always working on forgiving and having that unconditional love as well as that compassion. You also have self-trust here too. So it's definitely about you listening to your heart. So for a lot of you guys, it's going to be you healing your heart chakra so that you can listen to what it is that your heart has to say. You know, a lot of us have, been hurt in the past and we blamed ourselves and we really haven't forgiven ourselves for that. And so we have a hard time trusting and listening to ourselves and trusting and listening to our hearts. But this week it's important for us to work on that heart chakra. It's important for us to work on that forgiveness. It's important for us to work on trusting ourselves and trusting that we are making the best decision in our lives. Period. What is the energy surrounding my beautiful souls this week? April the 26th through May the 22nd. My mom's birthday is April the 27th. She's not doing anything because of quarantine, but I don't know. I gotta surprise her. This is gonna be an interesting week. Ooh, you got the King of Wands. The King of Wands. One of my favorite tarot readers, she called him King Dingaling. She calls him King Dingaling. But the King of Wands, he's coming to take action. This King of Wands is reminding me of, I don't know about you guys, but I know about for me the type of man that I like. But somebody that come in is not all about that talking, but just come in and just about the action, just coming in and be like, okay, what needs to be done? And they're going to do it. I feel like with this King of Wands, they don't even ask what needs to be done. They just get to doing what needs to be done. They're all about taking action. They're all about getting the results too. Definitely all about getting results. But this is actually tuning in and tapping into the passionate side of things. Because when you think about it, when you have that passion inside of you and it's burning inside of you, you can go, 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 go. But once that passion starts to die down, then that's where, the action starts to die down. That's where, things start to we get comfortable and we get content. And we don't want to get content. We don't want to get comfortable. We want to continue to take the steps that's necessary for us to reach what it is that we're wanting. You also have this Wheel of Fortune, so things are definitely going to be turning. For me, I'm seeing the hamster wheel, especially with this King of Wands right before it. So I'm definitely seeing this hamster wheel where, if you guys want things to move in your favor, if you want the Wheel of Fortune to turn in your favor, you're going to have to get on that hamster wheel and you're going to have to move it. You're going to have to go. You're going to have to put in those actions. So for a lot of you guys, you wanted results, but you're not willing to put in the work. You're not willing to do what it is that it takes to reap the rewards. And, for a lot of this is dealing with commitment too. A lot of people are not fulfilling certain commitments, or a lot of people, their commitments are saying, hey, it's time for you to fulfill them, It's time for you to fulfill those commitments that you made prior to. Now you also have this Page of Swords, which is talking about, this Page of Swords is talking about communication. It's also talking about, like, I told you guys last time, this is like the Russian spy, but I'm getting like a different vibe from this today. I'm getting just like clarity, like a bright idea that comes, and it's like, I feel like this is a new way of thinking, a fresh way of thinking, where it's like, oh, and then they just kind of make everything so clear. I feel like this is something simple, like so simple, like something like, damn, why didn't I think about it sooner? It's even like something like a child would have thought of. This is how like simple this thought or this idea is. It's actually a solution, honestly. I see it as a solution. I definitely see it as a solution, especially with this Ace of Cups that's coming out behind it, and then this Ten of Pentacles underneath it. Yeah, I definitely see this as, yeah, a solution to something that was preventing you from moving forward, for something that was preventing you from moving on. It's like you're going to think of it differently. It's going to be a simple solution where you like, oh, why didn't I think about it? Like your ancestors can come visit you and they leave you little clues, little messages. But I feel like this is definitely an answer that you're going to be receiving with this Page of Swords. Like you're going to receive an answer or a solution with this, and it's definitely going to be emotionally fulfilling. Definitely emotionally fulfilling, whether or not it brings tears to your eyes out of sadness or out of happiness, but it's going to bring an emotional fulfillment and emotional abundance, as well as physical, financial abundance too, with this Ten of Pentacles. But this Ten of Pentacles, it's also reminding me, especially here with this Wheel of Fortune card, yes, your abundance is coming, especially with your opening up your heart chakra, because your heart chakra is connected to your money. That's part of the reason why it's green. But anyway, this also talks about time. This also talks about commitment, especially, like I said, with you having this Wheel of Fortune, with you having this Ten of Pentacles, and you also had the Hierophant. This is talking about you settling down and you committing to ideas, you're committing to manifestations, to seeds that you're planting, to things that you have committed to. You committing to those things, you putting in the actions that's necessary for you to move forward. That's the solution, and you're going to gain the results. Six of Cups. Nostalgia. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. That's what I'm getting with this Six of Cups, though. That's the energy that's going to be crowning you. Like I said, this is bringing emotional fulfillment. When you're going through and you're healing this heart chakra, when you're going through and learning how to forgive yourself, learning how to trust yourself, and when you can figure out, okay, what is the problem and what's the solution? Because the answer is simple. You have to do something differently in order for you to get the wheels to turn. You have to make the first step. You have this Four of Swords here that's talking about you definitely taking time to reflect. You also taking time to rest. Don't overexert yourself. And that's how we lose passion sometimes. We get this new idea, this bright idea, and we're so passionate about it, and we just go, and then we end up burning ourselves out. Make sure you're taking time to rest. Make sure you're taking time to retreat. Make sure you're taking time to meditate so you can get some more clarity, so you can get the answers that you seek. This is going to be a beautiful week. We have Let Your Past Go. So for some of you, you might be running around in circles, literally. Like your life is literally going around in a circle. Like you only can get so far ahead, and then it's like you get hit with the same test and you fail the same test. So now you got to repeat the cycle again. It's going back to the Wheel of Fortune. If you do not pass your test, you're going to have to repeat the lesson. but you have nothing to worry about. You have to trust yourself. This is why you have this heart chakra. This is why you have this self-trust card. This is even why you have this fearlessness card that's underneath the self-trust card. But you're going to have to let go of the past, let go of where things didn't work out how you wanted, let go of that pain, that guilt, that resentment that you have against yourself. Whatever it is, I feel like a lot of you guys are just blaming yourselves. A lot of you guys honestly are making excuses. Listen, I'm going to sing one day, y'all. I can't wait. I'm about to win this Powerball, and when I do, y'all, I'm so mad that the Powerball didn't drop the prices. My sister told me a long time ago, and I just did not believe her. I was like, it's something going on, because the Powerball has always started at $40 million. And it started at $20 million, and I'm just a little disappointed, because I'm like, what the fuck can I do with $20 million? Anyway, you guys, we gotta listen. So make sure you're taking time to listen, especially when you're in these moments where you're retreating, where you're meditating. Take time to listen. Take time to hear your spirit guides. Take time to hear your angels, your ancestors. That's especially important with this Page of Swords. That's why you have all these birds flying over his head. Those are your angels. Those are your spirit guides. You need to be making sure that you're listening to them. But most importantly, you need to listen to your heart. Listen to your heart when it's calling for you. Listen to your heart. You also have change in direction. So as you know, things are going to be changing. The wheels are going to be moving, especially if you're putting in that work. Every action has a reaction. We learned that like in elementary school, middle school, one of those grades, but every action has a reaction. So the same damn thing is required in your own life. What else do we have? Oh, that feminine law of attraction card came out and flew right onto the Wheel of Fortune card. So for some of y'all, this is a very, 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 very magical portal that you're in right now. You're in this magical, you see it. You see that fire that she's creating, that she's about to get ready to manifest. That's what this Wheel of Fortune is. They telling you that the door is open, that the portal is open. What you want, you better go for it. You better put in them actions. You better plant them seeds. You better water them seeds. You better do what it takes for you to do to get what it is that you want, because the portal is open. The portal is open. The pot is ready. You also have love-based reality, so definitely everything ties back to love. This is definitely you taking time to surround yourself with those loving beings, with you surrounding yourself. Even if you can't surround yourself with people who love on you, use yourself with love. You pour that love into yourself. You also have soul's truth. I listen to my soul's simple truth and allow my life to unfold naturally. This is why it's important for you to listen to your heart. This is going to tell you which direction it is for you to go. And look, you got to ground yourself again. This is also why it's important for you to ground, because the wind might be blowing you in so many different directions. And when I say the wind, I'm not literally talking about the wind, but I am kind of sort of. It's important that you are grounded, that you are stable, and that you don't fly with any blow of the wind, because just because the wind blows this way doesn't mean that's the way that you gotta go. Sometimes you have to go against the wind. Boy, you're coming through, you guys. Immortal treasures. Ooh. Within you are precious immortal treasures, gifts of your soul, which include the ability that you have to transmit healing. Honor yourself as a healer, whether formally or informally. Your soul brings a special healing light to humanity. You have divine support in your role as a healer in whatever way, usual or highly unusual, that this is unfolding for you now. So you are a healer. We all are healers. You have the ability to heal your own heart. You have the ability to heal your chakra blockages. You have the ability to heal your mental confusion. You are a healer. You also have Shining Lotus. You had this card many times before. There are times when it makes sense to be discreet until you find your inner strength so that you feel empowered enough to share your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs without wavering, even in the face of challenge. At other times, we are ready to take a risk and allow our inner lotus blossom of our true selves to shine forth for all to behold. So that card just kind of gave me, like, it made me scratch my head. So this card is like, I feel like for some of you guys, damn, okay. I feel like for some of you guys, you were half-assing. And it wasn't that you weren't trying to put in the work that it took. Some of you guys, you just was half-assing it. But for some of you guys, you was half-assing it for some dumbass reasons, like not trying to outshow somebody or not trying to outshine someone. Because I feel like this was the type of person to where, you know how, for example, for me, I'm a nurse and I go to different hospitals, nursing homes, or whatever, and work. I'm an agency nurse, as they call it, or whatever. So don't have a permanent facility that I go in. I just go to different facilities. So it used to be a couple of times I encounter nurses, and then especially when they look at me, they assume that I'm a young nurse and new to the game. I've been a nurse for 11 years, fresh out of high school, went to nursing school, graduated. But anyway, but they used to come to me and they be like, yeah, and this is how you do that, and they be trying to show me how to do things. And at first I used to be like, I know how to do it. And then I stopped doing that after a while because some people used to get offended if I say I don't need their help or something like that. So I used to just let them show me after a while, even though I already know how to do this with my eyes closed and all that stuff. I used to just smile and be like, you know? But this is telling us that this is not the time to be like that. This is not the time to be like, yeah, I know how to do it, but I'm just going to sit back and allow them to do it because I don't want them to get the wrong idea, or I don't want them to feel as if I'm trying to show them out. Fuck that shit, and pardon my language, but the universe is telling you right now, for every action, there's a reaction, and you need to be putting in work. No more half-assing it. You need to give it what it is that you got, but make sure that you're taking breaks and taking time to rest and retreat. Because, baby, it's here if you want it. If you want it, it's yours. The answers that you seek is here. The fulfillment that you seek is here. It's all based off of your actions. I know this is repetitive because we didn't heard this shit all before, but it's simple. You want to do something, you need to do something first. You want to receive something, you need to do something in order to receive it. What are you doing to receive what it is that you want? It's not going to fall out of thin air. I mean, it can, but never mind. I ain't going to say nothing. All right, my beautiful souls, I am sending lots of love and healing energy your way. Make sure you stay tuned with us. We got a lot of beautiful things. So Friday on May 1st, we have our self-love pop-up shop here at Love Guidance Healing Oasis. So come out, come learn about self-love, different self-love techniques. We have some beautiful self-love vendors as well as some self-love products here as well. And you guys, I feel like I want to read this one. It says, Mother Fierce. Mother Fierce is your guardian. Nothing can penetrate the passionate fire of her fearless love. Your safety is assured in the midst of any apparent challenge or threat, no matter how frightening it may seem, no matter how insecure you might feel about taking a step on your spiritual path into more power. Know that you are safe, you are protected, and you are loved. Going back to that King of Wands and that Wheel of Fortune card, you have to take the step on your action. Don't be afraid to put in that action. Don't be afraid to put in that work. But also with that King of Wands, the King of Wands are spiritual cards. So a lot of you guys can be taking a step towards your spirituality, taking a step further on your spiritual journey. And, you know, it can be frightening, but they're telling you there's nothing to worry about. Just remember to trust yourself, listen to your heart, and keep going, you guys. All right, I'm going. I'll see you at the top. Bye.